This is not a Chieftain recovery vehicle. But this is. Very kindly on loan to us from the Tank Museum. It's been in storage for many years and not ran for a long time. But all of that is about to change.
I know the score at the back of my hand. Them other boys, I don't give a damn. They kiss on the ring, I carry the crown. Nothing can break me down. Don't need no advice, I got a plan. I know the direction, the lay of the land. I know the score like the back of my hand. Them other boys, I don't give a damn. I'm the man, come round. Nothing can break me down. I'm the man, come round. And nothing can break. You can't break me down. I got gas in the tank, I got money in the bank. I got news for you, baby, you're looking at the man. I got skin in the game, I got a house all day. I got news for you, baby, you're looking at the man.
So it's a few weeks later and we're back with the ARRV in the secret secondary workshop, and we have actually done some bits to it. So when we got it from the Tank Museum, it hadn't ran in probably 10 years. It'd been in their storage building out the back. So we went through some stuff before we started it. We actually drained the engine oil, put some fresh EP90 into it. We checked the coolant and a few other bits and pieces. And it actually wasn't that bad because it had been dry stored, but it was just good to put fresh oil in. Now, of course, we did film all of that, but a few weeks ago I was driving around on the forklift and my phone fell out of my pocket and I ran it over with the forklift. So that footage and a load of other footage got lost. Trying to make this make sense, we're just going to tell you what we did because we can't show you now what we did because that phone is still curved like a banana. But anyway, this is the ARRV, the Chieftain ARRV. It's got a massive great winch coming out the front, and we will show you inside in a minute. Let's just have a little bit of a look on the outside and see what we've got in the locker boxes, because we've been that busy, we haven't actually had time to do much with this. We sort of got it going, got it in here, and then we've just been busy with other things. But this weekend, we've got a cool project about to start in collaboration with another museum. So we may need it for doing some bits and pieces. So Jack, what have you found?
Loads of stuff.
Recovery gear, loads of D-links, Chieftain eyelets. What you found in there? Anything?
I can't see because I'm not tall enough. Can you look over the rim?
Yeah, there's absolutely nothing in there.
I'll tell you what's in this one. I have to see it.
So the ARRV, the reason I like this the most is because this one's actually got a crane, which is very similar to the Foden crane, except this can't actually pick up quite as much. It's got a different pulley system on it, but it can still pick up.
Like real life again, isn't it?
It can still pick up 4.3 tons, it reckons, all the way out. So of course, we'll be trying that. And also, which I thought at some point it's inevitably going to break down because it's Chieftain. Now that crane works off the vehicle electronics. It's actually 24 volt and it works off the batteries. So in theory, apparently, someone in the comments will tell me I'm wrong, you can actually take the engine out of the ARRV with its own crane, and I thought that sounds pretty cool and that would make a good video. But we won't do that until we need to, but it will be quite cool to try and use the ARRV for doing a pack lift. But yeah, being able to take its gearbox out and its engine, like basically imagine operating on yourself and pulling all your giblets out and putting them back in. That's what apparently this can do, which is sort of cool in a sick sort of way. I don't know a whole lot about it. We've got holly bones that are bolted to it. There's one this side, one the other. The holly bones, or the A-frame, whatever you want to call it, so you can pull a stranded vehicle. Because you're supposed to pull tanks with one of these. Of course, we just use the Foden. But that's not what they do in the army. In the army, when they're pulling a tank, they pull it with one of these off this rear hitch here. The only thing I always I was always impressed with, even on the Challenger recoveries, which is what they're currently using. You seen that? It's sprung loaded.
Sprung loaded, yeah.
Cool, isn't it? When they're hooking up, of course, the driver can't see. They rely on signals, and I just think that just seems like the most rubbish thing in the world.
It is the worst idea.
I suppose on this you could get the telephone.
No, you are.
Could you not use the telephone on this? Let us know in the comments when you were hooking up and you needed to talk to the driver. Did you use the telephone? Because that's what I would have thought you would have used. But that is going to be an experience. We might cheat a little bit, and I might put a camera system on so we can actually back up safely. Because
we'll get straight on with that. That'll be on the first thing to do. I like the basketball hoop.
Where?
Big fan of the basketball.
Yeah, what's that for?
No idea.
That must be for something.
Zero idea.
Yeah, so if you do know what all the bits and pieces are, well, what's that for, Jack?
Oh, Jesus. I think that's to lock that in.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I think that is for the A bit on the holly bones, that bit there. I think that bolts in there or pushes in there somehow, don't know.
We haven't got a clue what we're talking about.
No, I'm just totally guessing. Or it could be that pin there, that's where the holly...
We need to put some spare track link on here, seeing as someone's pitched it. Come around this way, we'll see what's on this side. All the recovery stuff all have wood on it. Like, what are you actually using that for? Well, we can't see in those bins, so that's not exciting.
You rest the tank on them, mate.
Someone has obviously got very close to something.
Somebody's got quite close to a lot of stuff on.
And bent a lot of that. I think it looks better without the side armour. It didn't come to us with side armour, so it'll stay without side armour.
I think they look more badass.
Let's have a little look in here. Oh, Jack, we've got some rope.
Oh, thank God.
We better not let Seb anywhere near that.
No.
I'll close that back up and hide it before it sees
Swinging.
it.
Doing his best impression of Tarzan, wasn't he?
From his neck.
Suicide is not funny, kids.
Oh wow, look at this. So, it's even got, well, it's not really a remote, but it's a cabled remote for the crane and the hoist. Doesn't do the winch, which is a shame. It'd be cool to winch off it, but at least we can use that to do a pack lift, if it works. It'd be cool to get one of those Elka boxes like what we got on the phone and the motor. Can you get your dwarf foot out of the way?
Oh, I've got a
What's
tool
in there?
up here.
I think you're going to need to climb up on the top.
Yes.
And we're going to start having a look inside.
We've got a lovely toolbox.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, look at that. King
What's that?
Dick. That's my nickname.
Have you looked in this? Have you opened that up?
Yeah. I'm just trying to get them open up a bit further. I believe most of this is track rashing gear. That's a 432 track clamp, so that's ideal.
That's what you need.
That's just perfect for a Chieftain. That's hell of a drift. I'm a big fan of that.
Did you catch my drift?
Yeah, very, very blacksmithy that does, doesn't it?
Forging.
Yeah. Just what you want to break off your road wheel nuts with.
Yeah. A brace. Yeah.
I wonder in modern day army, do you reckon they have like battery operated impact
windy guns? Yeah. Do you have impact guns? Let us know because we don't have a clue.
If not, I feel very sorry for you.
Yeah. Times have advanced since. So if you want to hit up Milwaukee, if you're listening, British Army, get some decent impact guns.
Yeah. Get yourself sponsored.
So if you look here, there's a little winch coming out of the hull, and this little winch is to pull that
Sorry,
down.
were you talking? Apologies.
The little winch is to pull the main cable out, so once you've set your snatch blocks up on your stranded vehicle or whatever, you send the little cable round all that because it's lighter, and then that pulls the big cable round, because I imagine that gets extremely heavy. Look at the size of that, and then the size of that. Bit of a difference.
Yeah, I mean, luckily that's not a winch cable, but he's looking.
Do you want to grab a torch and we'll show people inside?
Down the front there, mate.
It's down there. I'll show them the engine while you grab that.
Yeah.
Over here.
Oh, why have you put it down there? I rested it on the side.
Do you need a ladder to get down? Poor old Jack. So on the back here, there should be a cradle, which is missing, that should have basically allows you to put a Challenger engine pack in the back here to carry it, or an L60, I believe, but it's missing. We need to find one of those. We had a little bit of trouble with this. It didn't want to steer when we first have it. Now, a Chieftain ARRV has power assisted steering, and it wasn't working. And it's still not right. So what I've done, I've just bypassed that and gone straight to just the standard, just like a normal gun tank. And I'm going to take that system to bits and try and mend it. and get it resealed. But it works off the nitrogen accumulator for the brake system, big words. So I want to try and get it all working perfectly, and I don't imagine there'll be that much wrong with it. So that's why the gearbox checks are up, but it is steering fine, but like I say, it should have power assisted steering, and I'm quite keen to see how good it is and how much more manoeuvrable. I imagine when you're pulling another vehicle with the A-frame and you're trying to steer, that's when you're going to need it, because Chieftain struggle a little bit with that. But the Armoured works.
Let me just squeeze myself into this lovely tight space. So normally I don't complain about that kind of thing.
We'll be back with you in a minute. Yeah. So we're now inside the bowels of the beast, and it's a lot different to the gun tank, funnily enough. So up there on the right hand side, but there, that motor there, that's the electric motor that runs the crane hydraulics when the main engine isn't running the big pump, which is somewhere under the floor here. The main engine's behind that firewall, and there's a big shaft coming through here to a big pump, and then it drives the main winch, which is encased in this area here. We're filming from the driver's hole. So you've got your commander's seat here, you've got two of the little seats here and there. It all needs a bit of a clean up in here, but it's actually in really good condition. There are a few things missing, don't know what they are, so ARRV men, tell us what is missing in here and let us know in the comments, because it'd be interesting. We'll try and find all the bits and pieces that is missing and get it put back in here. It's a nice example of one, really.
What I haven't found yet.
What?
A BV.
That's a good point.
That's definitely.
Mind you, we do have about 40 BVs.
Yeah, we
so.
do, but I don't know where it goes.
Yeah, that's the point. Yeah, where does the BV go? That is important. Right, I suppose now Jack will show you the driver's area. So we're now in the driver's area of the ARRV, and as you can see, it's a lot different to a Chieftain gun tank. The dashboard is completely and utterly different. The little start panels are the same, but they're a different area. And all of this winch business is in a, you know, that's where your main dashboard would be. Even the tillers are different. The whole setup in there is so much different. Same gear change pedal, except you've seen the gear change pedal, Jack?
Yeah.
How it's been moved in?
Yeah.
I suppose that's because this has...
Narrow, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got self-adjusting tracks, so all of that takes up more room that the gun tank
The accelerator linkage is all different as well.
Yeah, it's a lot different in here. I wouldn't say it was better, but it's different.
I'd say different, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say worse, personally.
But again, it's in real good condition for its age. It'll tidy up quite well. Yeah.
Yeah, a couple of rough bits around the edges, but nothing awful.
One thing I've noticed is this amazing paint drip that drips uphill. You've got one there that's dripping downhill and one that goes uphill. The army have really got to work on their paint jobs. I've never known someone to make it drip upwards. Well done the British Army for that. Don't suppose it's the forefront of their thing. I mean, they look good from a distance, like 600 metres away. Mind you, it's weathered quite well, I'll give them that. It's not too scabby. It's not good, but it'll tidy up really well there. Hopefully we could paint it in Berlin. Don't let Jack hear that. I hope you've enjoyed the quick little midweek video about the ARRV, and really we just wanted to do that so it was known on the channel before we just started using it randomly on a job. So I apologise about that and losing the footage. That was very foolish of me. The one good thing that I really like about this is it already comes out the factory with a straight through exhaust. So we're going to drive it out the shed, and you'll see it again in the next video at the other yard.